Hi there, good morning. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. Welcome to day 8, and it really is day 8. Honestly, I have checked, I think 4 or 5 times before turning on the camera because I got yesterday's number completely mixed up. Today is day 8 because today is December 8th. So I did another page in my December daily journal. And so today I'm just doing a short version. I'm just explaining how I did it, why I did it, and the story um, behind my page. So today's page is I have my two lists that I go on. First, I have my Barbara list from 49 Dragonflies, and my Barbara list today is, hold on, let me see now. Trying to think of what it was. Oh, I know what it was. It was 3 different washi tapes. There it is right there. So I used 3 different washi tapes, and then my Catherine list is the one I picked is my favorite Christmas movie and why. So let's go in. It's a no-sew journal, so I haven't put the pages in permanently yet. So for now, that means you can move your pages around, but for now the page is here in the third signature. And there's the one we did yesterday, Nana Hodgins Mittens. So here is today's. I'm going to just take this out and I'll move the rest of the journal somewhere else so we can talk. There we go. So let's open this up. And there we go. There is my collage. That moved a little bit. There we go. There's my collage for today. And I'm really, really happy with it. I did it. I think this one is my one so far that is most in the spirit of how Barbara does her collage work, as far as making your eye move around the page to track down colors or shapes or movement. And so this one, I think, is really, really in the spirit of a 49 Dragonflies collage. And I must say, I really enjoyed making it. And I used scrapbook paper on the background. And I just loved its sort of frosty, mysterious look to it. It's got shades of very pale green that blend down to sort of a creamy color, but there's white in it. I just love it. And to pick up on the greens there, let's move this. I used green here and green here, and then I had sort of a gold color moving around here. The face of the clock is sort of a golden color. So then there's sort of that 3 triangle. And there's a bit of gold here in this belly band that I created. This is my first belly band in a long time, and a little bit of lace along the edge. So now I'll talk about the reasoning behind why I chose what I chose. The very first movie for me as a child that terrified the living daylights out of me was a really, really old black and white version of A Christmas Carol. And I've never been able to find that version ever again. It's not the Alistair Sim one. It is even older than Alistair Sim. And it was black and white. And we got to see it in our classroom at school, which was always exciting. As a child, when the teacher would roll in the film cart with the film projector on it and pull down the screen, and you knew that, oh yay, no lessons this afternoon, we get to watch movies. Well, it was A Christmas Carol, and it scared the daylights out of me. I was terrified of Marley's ghost for the rest, well, for months and years afterwards as a child. In fact, it scared me so badly because I honestly didn't even know about ghosts before that. And I thought that Marley's ghost walks right through Scrooge's bedroom door. Even though it's closed, he walks through it. And I thought, well, that must be how ghosts get into rooms. They walk through closed doors. So literally, and I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, probably for 2 or 3 years after this movie, I slept with my bedroom door wide open and my closet door wide open because I didn't want Marley's ghost coming through my closet either. It just terrified me so badly. And so I cried myself to sleep, terrified of Marley's ghost. I was so upset that I was actually, I know I was becoming an irritant to my poor parents. They'd be, it's not true, it's not real, it's just a movie. Oh, it was awful. But through the years and with maturity, I actually learned to love the story of A Christmas Carol. I usually read it every year. It's just a little book. It's downstairs with my Christmas decorations, my copy that I have. But it's just a little book. You can read it in an evening. And I just love the story of A Christmas Carol because it's a story of redemption in that Scrooge is able to change his heart, change his mind, and change his behavior, and he changed it permanently, which is true redemption when you change your behavior and you never go back. And he did it. It said that he was true to his word, and that he was like a second father to Tiny Tim for the rest of his days. He learned and he changed. And part of me, that's one of my bugaboos about the name Ebenezer, because it's so scorned now, and it should be a beloved name. That should be a wonderful name to be able to have, Ebenezer, because he overcame such a huge character flaw that he had. He overcame it. Anyhow, and I love it because, and I wrote on the back here when I explain about how this movie terrified me and then I grew to love it, I wrote on it because our great-great-grandfather, so my grandfather's father, his name was Ebenezer, and he grew up in that era. It was a very popular men's name. When you look through the censuses in England, Ebenezer was a very popular name. Not unlike, Stephen or Richard or Matthew. Ebenezer was. And then this book came along and whoa, no more Ebenezers. Mothers were not naming their children Ebenezer. In fact, neither did my great-grandmother. Her further children did not get named after their father. My grandfather ended up being named Ernest. Anyhow, and now my favorite Christmas movie is A Muppet Christmas Carol. I love A Muppet Christmas Carol. I love how, even with having puppets in this movie, they were able to convey love and sadness and joy and sorrow and penguins and rats and frogs. And Michael Caine, oh my goodness, he's my favorite Scrooge. He's so wonderful in this movie. The whole movie just is a delight, and I love the music in it, and I watch it several times every Christmas. So that's why for this page, it's about my favorite and my most hated Christmas movie, which happens to actually be the same Christmas story. Now here on this page, let's go through why I chose what I chose for my collage. This is actually a banknote from Barclays Bank in England. My friend Dave sent it to me in some Happy Mail, and I thought that was perfect for Ebenezer Scrooge, a banknote written to himself. You can't see it. If you lift up underneath, you'll see it's made out to self. And I think Scrooge would do that. If he's going to pay anyone, it's just going to be himself. And of course, the clock, because it strikes the bell so many times during those eventful nights. And here's all my washies. There's 3 different washies, and I liked the one with the keys on it because this is an original illustration. It's a reproduction, but the original illustrations from the original book. And you can see with Marley there's all the keys chained around his waist to all the money boxes that he was dragging for eternity as his punishment. And so with those keys, I thought, oh, okay, I got to use this keys washi tape and then just a bit of handwriting because of all the clerks like Cratchit was writing in the books. And then there's a little Christmas washi tape here, 11 Pipers Piping, and then just a little bit of green washi tape to get my 3 greens. This little title of Marley's Ghost was actually right underneath here on the page that it was on. So I was able to cut it out, and then I tore this and inked it. And then, of course, I had to put the bell, because that dreadful bell that also I hated the sound of, that terrified me, the bell up on his mantle that announced Marley's coming as he came through the door and terrified me. I'm glad I can laugh about it now. I'm not too horribly scarred. And then I wrote about it on the back here, so that my December daily makes sense. So that's my December daily. For Barbara's list, use 3 different washi tapes, and for my list, talk about. It was supposed to be my favorite Christmas movie, and then I realized the real story behind it is that it's also my most hated Christmas movie, but they're different ones, thank goodness. I probably could handle the older one now. It wouldn't frighten me so much, I don't think. Anyhow, you know what? Have a great rest of your day 8. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy and taking safe precautions so that we can all enjoy a happy Christmas or happy holidays this year, whatever it is you celebrate. Take care. We'll talk soon. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye.